Hello, Ali. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so that's what this is. Now, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get more customers online from your website. I'm going to run you through a few things that you can implement right now. In addition to reviewing your website, I'm also going to show you and compare you to one of your local competitors. And I'm going to show you why they're beating you online and how you can turn that around. First things first, you have a big, beautiful website. All of the pictures have movement in them. There is interactivity, which is really fun. If I were a customer, I would love showing up here. You clearly paid somebody to get this website done, and it shows. It truly shows. Now, I am going to show you something right off the bat. What the fuck is this? God damn it. Looking at your site, the first place I go is here. It's called Ahrefs. It's a paid tool that I have that shows me the metrics of your site, how it has been operating over the last couple of months. Now, the next thing is a regular old Google search. And the reason that I do that is because most folks don't know how Google works. And Google is responsible, I've seen estimates of up to about 96% of your traffic. That is a lot of traffic to your website that Google is responsible for. Now, that being the case, if you don't know how something works, you can't take advantage of it. And in fact, it could hurt you. It could harm you. So this is a search I did for Yonkers, New York roofer. I could have done it for Danbury, Connecticut. I could have done it for anywhere. I just chose one of your service areas. It will be the same. You can go and look at the other service areas you have yourself and check my work. I'd be happy to have you do that. The thing that I need to tell you about Google is that they have an algorithm that determines the placement of everything. And being at the top of a Google search has a monetary value. It absolutely does. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And I'm going to show you how the Google algorithm thinks by going through these results here. Now, the first thing that you see in a Google search result are these sponsored ones. And they call them sponsored, but that means that they're paid. They paid to get up there. Now, the next thing down below the paid ones is what we call the map pack. And we call it that for no other reason than it is next to this map. And it makes sense to people like me to call it that. So now these folks did something that isn't extraordinary, but they did it better than these folks down there, or maybe the folks down there didn't do it at all. And that is fill out a Google business profile. Now, a Google business profile is like any other online profile. It's going to ask you a bunch of things about your site, like what year you started your site. It's going to ask you what your daily hours are. It's going to ask you to prove that the website is your own. There's a whole bunch of blanks in there. And all of those need to be filled out thoroughly and precisely because Google is a computer company after all. That's how they work. Thoroughness and precision are exactly what they're about. So this is one of the ways that you could, I said before, that you could implement yourself. You could do that yourself, although I would really suggest that somebody with some expertise and some experience do that, because if you fill this out and you don't do it correctly, then you won't end up here. And that is the purpose of doing it, getting up here in the map pack. Now, below the map pack, we have what we call the organic search results. Now, I want to point something out here that Salvatore and Sons are here in the ads. They are here in the map pack. They're number one there. And they're also the very first contractor that I come across. These are three distinct different sites. Now, I'm not telling you that you should go out and get some Google advertising. I mean, you can. It doesn't work for all people, but it does work for some. So, you know, that's a choice you get to make. But being in the map pack and being down here, you can see these are sort of two different results. Now, this here was the very first thing that the algorithm wants you to do. It wants you to fill out that business profile so that the algorithm knows that you are serious about being on Google search results. Now, this down here, the organic search results, this is where I'm going to use Salvatore as the I don't know, your Google competitor. Now here is their website. Let's see here. Did I do that right? There we go. It's kind of dull. And I'm going to do something really fast. Here's your site. I'm going to copy and paste it into this word counter. And the reason that I'm doing a word counter is that word counters are essentially content. That's how you judge content online, is by how many words there are. Now, you have 728. Your competitor, you have 674. Your competitor has 728, so they win this little foot race that Google has set in motion. But both of you are not up to Google's minimum amount of words, and that is 1,500 words. Now, it's very easy to put more words on your website, and Google has determined that 1,500 is the minimum amount of words because, they want their search customers to be educated about whatever it is that they typed into that search, and whether it's something for academia or whether it's something for searching for a roofer. They want to make sure that their search clients come away smarter than they were before they did the search. Now, how they determine 1,500 words, I do not know, but the words themselves are actually also important. You can't just put any words in there. In fact, the wrong words can hurt you. And that's why we come to keywords. This is your site pushed into my little internet tool here. Northland Roofing, LLC. You have 141 keywords. Now, keywords are words that come from your industry. They come from your and your competitors' websites. They come from the areas that you serve, and they also come from Google searches. Because, Google wants to make sure that things match up. All Google searches are word searches. So here we go. The first 141, your competitor has 347. I'm going to show you what those keywords are that they have. I'm going to ignore anything that has their name in it. So let's not worry about that. Here, Westchester Roofing, obviously. See, this is about location. Westchester Roofing contractors. Now, it's important for me to point out to you that the Google algorithm that is looking for these things is just a mathematical construct. It does not make any value judgments. It does not know our language. It is not smart in any way. It does not know the difference between Yonkers or Westchester. Does not know the difference between contractor and contractors. It doesn't know singular and plural of anything. It doesn't know that roofing and roofer are all related. None of those things it knows. It's just looking for these little phrases, however they appear. That's why there are so many of them that seem kind of repetitive. Now, let's see if I can find some of the roofing terms. Well, they're just all asking for a roofing company. But a lot of them have questions like the difference between gable roof or what is an eave or something like that. Now, your competitors have 11 pages of these, which is why they have so many of them. That's why it's possible for them to have 347. But you're not that far behind. Getting double the keywords would be easy, especially since I can show you your competitor here and all the other competitors. So you can, find a list of 1,000 of those. And you can pull way in the lead. Now, someone here at the office has a cold. Sorry about that. Now, this is the next thing I want to show you, and that is backlinks. You have 320 backlinks on 22 different domains. And what a backlink is a where your site appears on someone else's site. Say Yelp would be a good example. There, you have a profile there, you claim your profile, put your URL in there, and it'll refer back to your site. That's a backlink. Now, you have 22 domains. Your competitor has 72. So again, not that hard to catch up with. It's only 50 of them. I'm going to show you what they have. Homestead.com, expertise, yellow pages, super pages, top rated, YP, the old yellow pages. And a bunch more that are, going down and down in number. Now, this number here is the domain rating. That is the strength of a domain's backlink profile. And what that means is these sites here, this is a scale of 0 to 100. These sites here have a lot of other people that refer to them. as opposed to just what did you have? You had 22. And here's your domain rating, 2.3. So you want your domain ratings to be in the 70s, 80s, and 90s if possible. There's going to be some local ones, maybe the Danbury Weekly or the Yonkers Gazette, that have something slightly different. But this is sort of what you're looking at. You're looking at getting better rated sites. And the reason for that is because Google doesn't want to have to do the work of vetting you. If a bunch of other people have already determined that you are someplace to link to, Google is just as happy to send them there because they don't want to have to do any additional work to find out if it's actually good. They just figure, a lot of people want to go here and refer to it, so we'll send our people there too. Now, what this all comes down to is that last month your traffic, in other words, the number of visitors you had as a result of a Google search was 10. That's down 3 from the month before. Here's what your competitor had, 233. So as you can see, that is a bit of a difference, and a difference that you want to catch up to, because it's a value of what 20. So here is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to summarize a bit because this is the point at which you can see what I'm talking about. One, you need to fill out a Google business profile. 2, you need to have more and better keywords. And 3, you need to have more and better backlinks. And you can implement all of these changes today. These are stuff that you can do. Call up your web designer and make those changes. But now, the other option, of course, is that we can help you do that because we actually have the tools and the abilities to do that. Clearly, your web designer did not have those tools, and I don't know how long your website has been around, but this might not have existed back then. This knowledge of Google's inner workings. So this is a good way to let you know that we are available to you to help you achieve more customers. Eric is going to be calling you back and discuss some of the ideas that I have talked to you about here. And hopefully I have been of great help. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.